this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to the hashtag Spooky Divas Challenge. And it's a collaboration between 3 Facebook groups, which is Junk Journal Divas, Junk Journal Junction, and Scrappy 8. And if you participate and do a project using one of the prompts and post it into each Facebook group, you get entered to win a grand prize. So if you do 5 projects or just if you do all 10 and you post in all 3 Facebook groups, that's a total of 30 entries. And also they're starting another, it's the same hashtag Spooky Divas, but we're incorporating another, there's a bingo game you can play to get even more entries for this same challenge. And I'll have a link in the description, and it's from Junk Journal Junction. So, but yeah, so today I am doing number 6, Ghosts and Goblins, Scrape, and Cardboard. So, it's mainly going to focus on ghosts, and it's, instead of having a whimsical look that I've kind of had in some of my other ones, this is going to be more scary. I hope that's okay. But anyway, so basically I'm wanting to make like a little layout, and I'm going to be using a combination of different things. Some are digitals, some are other things. Some of them are from Art House Whimsy, like this one right here. This is a printed image on transparency paper or transparency film, and it has like a scary looking backdrop, you know, like a ghoulish, ghostly kind of look to it. So I'm probably going to make this, I don't know if I want to make it into a pocket, or so I think it will be like a little pocket. So first I need to do something with my background, and I am going to basically, I'm going to take a little bit of black paint, water it down, and just kind of go over the page to kind of make it look like smoke, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm wanting to put this little house here, but I think it's going to need like a backdrop. So like, meaning a dark backdrop. So I think I'm going to just color in the black. Just to make it look like it's nighttime, you know. I may even put like a little moon in there or something. Let me just try to blend some of that color in. Okay, so I'm wanting to add this here, and I'm going to make it seem like there are 2 little girls whose mother likes to come back and visit them. So she's the ghost, and this is going to be the pocket, but I want it to kind of blend in at first, you know what I mean? And then I need to create something to pull this up, you know, because she's the ghost who comes to visit sometimes. And I want her, so the little girls are standing, I guess kind of, they're basically inside their house, and you can look outside the window, but they're standing near the window and they can see her, or her presence is here. And sometimes she comes to visit us, you know. This is like a scary element. And I think I'm going to connect that to this. And I'll do that in just a moment. And I need something to decorate. I guess I could put... We have our cardboard element. I just peeled like a little piece of cardboard. And then I'm just going to use, it's a little thin remnant of it. So it'll go here. I need to distress it. And then I could probably just add a leaf that I've gotten from Art House Whimsy on her Patreon. Not Patreon, I'm sorry, on her Ko-Fi. But yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on because I do know that that's where I want it at. But I may have to stitch this not vellum, but whatever you call it, acetate or transparency film. I may have to stitch it to this paper so that it can stay there. And I do need to distress the little girls. Let me just kind of go around the edge. They could actually pass just being like that. I really don't even have to distress them, but I'm just going to give it that extra little old vintage flair. All right. And I'm using archival ink, vintage photo for that. And I've distressed all these other things too. Just like these, I just took the leaves and all the printed out ephemera. I took a gel pen and went around some of the edges of these just to make it pop the same way I did with the leaves and all that. I did that off camera just so it would be quicker. So, I do know that I want this here. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue just a little bit here and here. Just so that we know that this is the spot that it's going to be in. And I do know that I want the little girls connected to it. I don't know how well it's going to stick, so I'm going to go ahead and glue them on. And I'm just going to get the one side because this is going to be a little pocket. So I just glued just this part. And I think I'll put her like right in here. And I want the little girl to hold the sign that says ghoulish, because it is kind of ghoulish. And it's still a pocket. And on this side, well, first, I think I want to put, maybe I'll put this here, just, or somewhere along in here. Let me go ahead and glue this down. So I'm just going to put on some music and then I'll just start assembling. Okay, so I went on ahead and stitched around the edges, and I stitched on the acetate or the transparency film, and I made sure that I left this part open so we can stick the ghost in there. So we've got a ghost and a well, ghosts and goblins. It's supposed to be ghosts and goblins, but shoot, I'm just focusing on just the ghost aspect. But I mean, I guess it could be a goblin. I could, you know, yeah. Anyway, so we've got that, and then we've got this right here. And basically, I just got these images off of Canva. Well, this came from Canva because I had printed out that as well. Whenever I created this, sometimes she comes to see us or visit us. I just wanted to have like different images to choose from, so I just did that. And so yeah, we're going to need something, because this is going to come up. It's going to need to go like blend in almost. So I'm going to attach this to this. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a piece. I had printed out on Art House Whimsy. She has, let me get a piece of white paper so you can see. She has some various images of like frames and different things. Is it upside down? Anyway, it's like broken glass and just kind of looks like it's like a bullet hole or something like that, and just different things, you know. So, and that's where I got this image from as well, this one right here. So I'm just going to, and I printed it out on the transparency film. So I'm just going to take a piece of that, just from one of these images, because it kind of blends in. It's transparent and it's got that look to it, you know what I mean? So even if it's back through here, it still kind of blends in. So I need it to go, I'm wanting this, first I'm going to glue this to this. And I may even have to stitch it. And what I need to do is glue it. Okay. This is as far down as this can go. All right. This, I need for it to come probably maybe right in here somewhere. So I'm going to glue this on here, and I may have to stitch it, and I'm totally cool with that. And this is going to go down like so. This is as far down as it goes. And then I'm going to have this part. This is going to get glued to it as well. So I'll add the glue to this, and it's going to get glued to the back of the image. So let's just go ahead and put this down like right in there where it kind of blends. All right, so we're just going to add glue. Everything is where it should be at. I'll probably stitch going around there. That way, at least this is definitely connected. And I may even just add, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm just going to stitch going around there. And then I'll just stitch kind of like in a circle. Yeah. And while I'm in the process of stitching this on, I'm also going to want, I think I want to make a pocket right here. So I'm going to take another little piece of that transparency and make this into a pocket. First, let me cut this down so I can kind of get an idea. I want it to come like right here. And then that little card is going to come here. But it's just enough that it blends in with the bottom. And I'm just going to take, since what I should have done was made the pocket first and then added this on here. But since I didn't, I'm going to cut like a little hole. So first let me trim off this excess white margin area. And then, let's see, it's going to go right here. Let me go ahead and cut, and I'll just get a paper trimmer and finish cutting the rest of that. All right, so I think I want some black paint spatters, and I'm just going to kind of cover up some of this. I'm just going to get a little brush and water it down. And just get a little bit here and there. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, so now I think I'm done. And our ghosts and goblins, or the ghosts scrape, is when I scrape some of the black ink across the cardboard, which is all three. And here we are. And sometimes she comes to visit us. Her ghost appears and disappears. And so, yeah. And these were Tim Holtz. And this little word, ghoulish, was from my Artsy Solutions Ko-Fi. The house and this little window was from Rama on her Etsy shop. And then the transparencies, this right here, and these leaves are from Art House Whimsy on her Ko-Fi. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And as always, I thank you guys so much for watching.